What's up, guys? Giant Tony here doing a recap video for weeks number 16 and 17 of season number 5, finishing off the year in TD Dynasty here. Week 16, unfortunately, was a scheduling conflict against my opponent, San Francisco 49ers. The first day he was not able to play, second day I was not able to play. Therefore, it was a fair sim. I entered that game in 14-0, and unfortunately I did lose the sim by 4 points, resulting in my first loss of the year. Is what it is. I'm not too upset about it. Again, I clinched the NFL, really the best record in the NFL, going into the playoffs with the number 1 seed. So I'm not. I completely understand that. You know, we both have lives, both have things going on. It's going to happen. So, you know, would have been a tough game anyway. He's a very good opponent, and could potentially play him in the playoffs. So this game, week 17, I was able to play this opponent, and it is against the defending Super Bowl champions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This guy is a monster. He's a very good owner, been a long-time owner here in TD Dynasty, and I don't think I've ever played him in this Madden, so super excited about that, and that's why I chose to play him hard. I didn't sit anybody up until Barkley in the fourth quarter. You know, I wanted to play this guy tough, and I was a true test for my team, especially this year, and I finished 15-1. As I win here, 30-24. This was a great game. Came down to the wire. Was able to make a couple plays in the fourth quarter to put a stop to his final drive to potentially take the lead. So, defense continues to play well. We did pretty well stopping his rushing game. As you can see, only 38 rushing yards, and he has a very good running back. So, pretty pumped about that. I did get burned a couple times in the passing game. Mike Evans turns into a cheat code sometimes. He just overruns my my guys. He jump balls. He's all over it. So, you know, I have to figure out a way to stop him if I do end up playing this guy in the playoffs. You know, but my team came up with a lot of big turnovers, 2 picks from Winston. There's also a lot of sacks. My defensive ends did a great job creating a lot of pressure, so Winston couldn't really get comfortable. Prescott kind of just, again, did his thing. With the opportunities handed to him, 76 completion percentage with 2 touchdowns, and the 1 interception was my fault. I tried to seal the win. Believe it, about a minute left. I threw it in the end zone for a pick, resulting in his potential final drive that I put it into. But you know, he still had a great game. No turnovers up until that, and that's all I asked from him. Because this is the main guy, Barkley, again, 15 carries for 120 yards and a touchdown. I believe he's going to finish number 1 in the MVP voting. I'm going to have to double check that after this. He continues to be the catalyst from his team, and I told everybody since day 1, week 1 of season 5, I needed this guy healthy, and I got him healthy. Kamara will find his role again. He comes out of the third down role, really, pass catching, and a couple of runs when Barkley's tired, you know, but he didn't really do much. But it's all right. Again, we stopped Ronald Jones, who's usually very well for the Tampa Bay Bucks, but it did get shredded. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Forgot about him. He burnt DeAndre Baker a few times. Pretty pissed off about that because Baker's pretty good. Spread the ball around as usual. Hugh at 4, Ingram 3, Slayton 3. He had a great game, 2 touchdowns on his opportunities. So, you know, again, I don't light up the stat sheet on passing. It's just a whoever's open kind of thing. But yeah, here it is, the playmakers on defense. Nelson Weston, 4 sacks. J.J. Watt, 2 sacks. These guys continue. I win because of them. When these guys are creating pressure, they're getting in the face of the quarterback. Even then, when they're not getting sacks, they're creating those turnovers that, you know, Josh Jackson here had. He had 2 nice picks because he had to rush the ball sometimes. You know, a lot of tackle for losses. Jabril Peppers with 2, Weston with 1, Dexter Lawrence with 1, Adderley with 1, J.J. Watt with 1, Darren Lee with 1, DeAndre Baker with 1. All these guys were all over the ball, behind the line, stopping the run. It's a great team effort. Great job by my team, really. Just, again, I'm not the number 1 defense in the NFL, but these guys are certainly playing like it. It's outstanding, and I'm very excited to go into the playoffs with this. And Aldrick Rosas, major points, hitting 3-3, and a lot of deep ones, a lot of 50-yarders, and with the wind blowing in, which is a big deal. Again, when you play a good opponent, you can't give them points, and you have to take as much points as you can get. And, you know, even when I'm in the 40-yard line range and this guy's kicking balls like that, it's a big deal. So, again, finished the year 15-1. This was a great year, and I'm looking forward to going into the playoffs. I'm going to have a lot of time to prep to see who I'm going to play. And but I am looking pretty confident going into this as I'm beating a lot of very good players, but playoffs is a different story. Anything could happen. A lot of players kind of bust out certain things I'd never seen before. So, we'll see, man. But very happy to cap off this Season 5 regular season.